Today is officially the day 1 of Advent of Cyber. We're going to be doing the Linux CLI, shell spells. The last video we did the warm-up. So let's check this room. I can see we have 2 tasks. First let's check introduction, and I can see McSkidy has been kidnapped by King Malheur. So we have to trace McSkidy's final action, and her final action was on this server. It is a Linux server, so let's start it. And since we have started the machine, I'll click on check to complete. Now for task 2, Linux CLI, let's first wait for the machine to boot. And after our machine has booted, I can see there are no graphics. We just have the terminal. This is called a CLI. If I minimize this, I can see the graphics in the background. This is called GUI. But if you want to get into cybersecurity, most of the work will be done over CLI. So I'll be working on terminal here, and I can see we have to run our first command by typing echo and in double quotation some characters. So I'll type echo and in double quotation type hello world, and I can see we have the output hello world. Whatever we type with echo will be the output. Next we have to type ls to list all the contents of the current directory. So as mentioned in the previous video, directory just means folder. So if I type ls inside the current folder, I can see the list of folders and file. The folders are in blue color and the file is in yellow color. If we want to read this file, I can type the command cat and the name of the file. If I press enter, I can see we have the contents of the file. So this message is from McSkidy, and she has discovered an exploit on one of the server. Not sure what it means, but Werville is in danger. She will write the security guide and she will hide it inside the guide folder. So you can see there is a folder called guides. So to go inside this folder, I will type cd, short for change directory, and I want to change my directory to the guides directory. And inside this folder, if I type ls, I can see we do not get any file. So the file might be hidden. So with ls, we can add -la. A means all. It will show all the files, including the hidden ones. And with L, we will get some additional details. So now if I press enter, I can see there is a file called guide.txt, and before the name of the file, there is a dot. So in Linux, if you want to hide a file, just put dot before it. So let's read this file. I will cat.guide.txt, and I can see I can read the file. Here the first thing we see, King Malheur from Hopsek Island is preparing for an attack. Not sure what the goal is, but there is an exploit on our server. We have to check the log folder, and the log will become our guide. I can see we also found the flag. Let's copy this flag, and if I scroll down, and the flag has already been selected, I did not need to paste. I can see the first question, which CLI command would you use to list a directory? We know that it is ls, so I will type ls here and click on check, and we were correct. Now let's go inside the log folder. The log folder is inside the var folder, so I will change directory to the var folder. Inside the var folder, there is the log folder, and now we're inside the log folder right now. It will be shown here. If you think the terminal looks messy with this much text, we can clear our terminal too with the command clear, and the terminal will be cleared. We're inside the log folder right now. So inside this folder, if I type ls, I can see all the logs. All the logs inside the log folder stores the security events like the log auth.log. Auth is short for authentication. This file will record all the successful and the failed login attempt. So if I cat this file, I can see the file is very big. Now I want to search for failed login attempt. So we have to search for failed password. But to search for failed password in this big file will be extremely time consuming. So we can do something else. So if I clear my screen and type grep and in double quotation, search for the word failed password. And I want to search for these words inside the file auth.log. And I can see we could now filter all the lines that has the word failed password in it. And this account tried to log into the user sockmas. Now we can search if Bad Bunny has left some malware into the sockmas directory. For that we can use the command find. So I will type find. Under the home directory there will be the sockmas directory, and inside the sockmas directory I'm searching for a file with the name that will have the name egg in it for exploit or eggshell, and I can use asterisk egg asterisk. So with this we can filter the name of all the files in the folder that has the word egg in it. I can see there is a shell script. So let's first go to the home folder. Inside the home folder I can see the sockmas folder. Inside the sockmas folder I can see there is another folder called 2025, and inside this folder I can see the file extract.sh. These .sh shell scripts are used to automate tasks, and attackers often use them to quickly run malicious command. So let's read the file. So I will cat extract.sh, and I can see we have the shell script. So in a script, whenever you have a hash that is an internal comment that is not counted as part of the code, this is the main code. I can see with this command, Bad Bunny is first reading the file wishlist.txt, and it is listing the unique items only. So it is cancelling all the duplicate entries inside wishlist.txt, and it is directing the output inside the file dump.txt, which is under the tmp folder. This is a temporary folder. So if you reboot your machine, this file will be gone. And they're also removing the file wishlist.txt, and they're renaming the malicious file ismas.txt to wishlist.txt. You can read more about what pipe redirect does from this table, but for now we have found the flag. So if I scroll down, I can see the flag is completed, and here we have the question: which command helped you filter the logs for failed logins? It was grep. I'll click on check, and we were correct. Now there are many other Linux commands, like the command uptime tells us how much time our system is running. The command ipaddr shows the MAC address and the IP address of our device. I'll clear my screen, and there is a very important file in Linux, and it is the shadow file. This file contains the password of the users in the system, and it is under the etc directory. So if I read this file, I can see I have permission denied error. So McSkidy does not have enough permission to read this file. So in any Linux system, the user which has the highest permission is the root user, and we can log into the root user with the command sudo space su. Su stands for super user, and press enter. And now I can see I'm logged in as the root user. This user can do everything. So if I cat etc shadow file, I can see we can read the file. We have the username, the password hash. If you want to search which user you're logged in as, you can type the command who am I, and I can see it shows root. There is a very useful command in Linux which is history, and it will show us what command I type. So I can see the last command was history. The command before that was who am I. Here it is. There is another way to check the history. So if I go to any user's home directory, so for root, the home directory is root, and inside this directory, if I type ls, la, I can see there is a hidden file called bash history. If I cat dot bash history, I can see the history again. I can see in one of the command, we have the flag. Let's copy this flag, paste it here, and click on check. And the other question, which command would you run to switch to the root user? It was sudo su for super user, and I'll click on check. There is a side quest for this room too. It is optional. I'm not going to be doing this in this video because I wanted to keep the video as beginner friendly as possible. So I'll click on check, and we're done. We can click the final check, and our room is completed. So for the next video, I'll be doing the phishing challenge. So if you want to stay connected and follow me in all of the challenges, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.